boy.
Here's a prisoner of my own mind. The evolution of life can keep you in a fix, and if you don't think fast, you'll get caught up in a mix. But what are you to do when you stuck in your own mind? You a prisoner of your thoughts, an inmate of time. But sometimes I just step outside myself and I do what I gotta do. But I often wonder, is there someone out there who understands what I'm going through? I often run memories back and forth through my head, especially when I think of my loved ones who are dead. Are they really looking down on me, or have they left me alone? I have the intent to ask God why, but I know it would be wrong. Mary said trouble don't last long, but I feel trouble been riding my back all my life. Although I do gain strength from my struggles and strife. Soldiers of the cloth, they look at me and they say I'm here for a reason, but can they tell me if today's the day? Is this the season? Is there someone out there who feel like I feel? Is there someone so real, someone who can guide me while I battle the soul that's inside me? That's why I'm a prisoner of my own mind, because I feel my conscience is trying to hide me. My inner child is trying to hide me because they're afraid that society ain't ready for the grown child that resides in me. Man, I don't know. But I got to escape. I need the Holy Spirit to overtake my life and help me break through, because it's just some answers I can't get from me nor you. People say these are the best years of my life. Well, I say this is the time to make life right, because I hold my future in my own hands, and I stand right here before you today to say my kids will never be in prison like this. They won't see the inside of my cell, because I'm going to make sure they live life swell. That's why I pull on the shackles of my thoughts every day, just to make sure they find an easier way to make it through life, but tough. And I'm not speaking only of my biological, but every child that I touch, because I'm a natural born educator just as much as I'm a real woman who's making it through the imprisonment of her own mind. Could you do it too? You got to reach in this world and try something new. You can't see change doing the same things you do. If you want your kids to pass, make them pay attention in class. If you want your house laid, you got to get paid. If you want to be somebody then be somebody now. And if you want to shine, you got to grind. But please, please, don't be a prisoner of your own mind. Thank you.
LJs, I'm here with our pre-K through 3rd grade master teacher, Miss TORREGANO, of course, 2 years with LJ's charter. Also, this your first year at Eisenhower when you was at Fisher last year.
Yes,
I'm so glad you jammed me up one day at work so we could talk about this. We could talk about the things that you are doing in the community. I mean, I'm hearing that you're a powerful figure, you travel, you do a lot of different things. Tell the people exactly what's going on. Let's dive right into Writers on the Rise, a writing program that you're in charge of. Talk about it.
Absolutely. I would love to tell you more about Writers on the Rise.
Please do. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Writers on the Rise is a group that I started to provide a response to a need within our school systems to allow our students more access to complex text.
Okay.
And being able to train them on the Common Core State standards that they would have to accomplish in order to pass standardized testing.
I love it.
I thought, what better way to get them inspired to write about things that really affect their lives.
Right, everyday life, right.
My inspiration for this group came from a group called Results.
Results, talk about it.
Results is an organization, it's a national organization. There's a group, a chapter in every city. There's a chapter near you.
And it's a nonprofit.
It's a nonprofit.
It's a nonprofit, right.
And they train ordinary, everyday citizens on what it means to become an advocate, to be an advocate, to lobby Congress, to really show support to the government in multiple ways, whether it be meeting with them in person, or writing letters, or op-eds, or just really being a voice in the community to show policy makers that we're here, we want to work with you, and we support you.
Now let me ask you this before you go forward with that, because I'm glad we're doing something dealing with writing. I notice our kids, they print a lot, they write the way they text, you know what I'm saying? So kind of tell me where that came from just in your head to kind of inspire you to start a writing program.
First is working within the school systems that really support children who are living.
I'm feeling inspired myself that you're doing something dealing with writing. I notice our kids, they print a lot, they write the way they text. So I'm kind of excited to have some kind of program dealing with them and their writing skills, because where I come from, the old school, you had to write in cursive. You know what I'm saying? So we had to learn how to write. So kind of tell us what inspired you to even start something that the kids had to use their writing skills.
It was very difficult with the Common Core State Standards being a really big transition into what the students need to accomplish in order to pass the standardized testing.
Okay.
It is a very different way of writing and synthesizing information from complex text.
Right.
So I knew that there was a great need, and the deficiencies in their writing need to be improved so much. I wanted to find a way to really get them involved and engaged in that learning process. So what better way to motivate a child to write than to get them to think about things that really affect their community personally. So what Writers on the Rise do, they research issues that affect their community, and they write to Congress directly.
So would there be anything like violence in the community, or just anything that they're uncomfortable with?
They decide on the topics themselves.
That's big right there.
And
that's big.
We have a discussion, and this is really a student-led group that is facilitated by myself. I assist them on the research strategies that are governed and measured by Common Core, and the writing process that is governed and managed by Common Core. So we research complex text articles such as food stamps, SNAP benefits, if they are in legislation or in the process of being, affected, cut, or, in jeopardy in any way. I think it's the right of the students to also know, because that's how a lot of our students are being fed. If that is going to be taken away, they have a voice to try to say, hey, can I help in any way possible?
So what you're telling me is this program is bigger than just kids writing. This is them really getting in tune with what's going on in their life. Yes,
so it's an integration of Common Core State's writing standards and community building strategies.
Wow, I love it.
So Common Core monitors, Common Core says that students should be addressing and reading and responding to complex text on a consistent basis.
I love it.
And these writers are actually doing that. So we read more text other than legislation or policies, but we definitely use those policies and those legislations to promote them to really get involved. So if violence is an issue for me, and I've been plagued with that, and I've been affected by that directly, I should know that I can talk to my policy makers and help them understand that as a child, I need assistance with this, and I'm ready to help in any way possible.
Is anything they can go to directly to actually get their child involved in this?
You can contact us on whatteensthink.com.
Whatteensthink.com. Spell the way you say it.
What Teens Think 2015. I apologize. What Teens Think 2015. You can email us there. For results, you can visit results.org. Results.org, results team is really motivated my purpose to really go into the schools and try this out. Because as an adult, I'm an advocate. And so on my free time, I lobby Congress with results. I definitely collaborate with different people in the community around policy. And I know that this is a really important process that students should learn early on.
They do.
Although you can't technically teach politics in the schools, my students and I, we work outside of the school hours. So this would be definitely volunteer on their part, and then the students spearhead this process themselves. So I started with 5th and 6th grade students
Right.
at McDonald City Park Academy.
Okay.
Those kids decided on the topics that they wanted to write about,
Right.
and we constructed the letter, and the letters matched what Common Core
Wow.
is expressing that
Wow,
they
so
should.
it showed that it's working.
Yes,
It showed that it's working. Let me get personal for a second. Miss T, I want you to tell the people where you're from. Why are you so inspired to help these children? I mean, people have their own agenda, have their own life going on. So for you to be telling me that you're doing volunteer work outside of your school job, tell me where this passion is coming from. Where is that?
Because I'm born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Talking about me too. That's what I'm
Ninth
talking about.
Ward.
Ninth Ward?
Yes,
Come on.
East Beach.
Come on. Well, what school you at?
I went to Marion Abramson.
Okay.
Yes.
You're at East Beach for real.
Yes,
You're at East Beach for real. I respect it.
I love my city.
Right.
You know, I bleed my city.
That's right.
And,
you bleed black and gold in the city.
You know,
Yeah, no doubt.
Definitely.
No doubt.
Our people are the most passionate,
Yes.
the most, I love where we are. We take care of one another, and I want to give back to my people in my community.
Come on, man.
So after Katrina, I moved, and I moved back here to make sure that I'm a part of the process of rebuilding our city, and that's definitely how this began. So when I linked up with Results and found out that I can go to Congress myself, I could not hold that power just within me. I had to give that back and show other people that, hey, you can do this too.
That's right.
Policymakers are our friends.
That's right.
Policymakers work for us and with us, and we can make phone calls, we can reach out, we can write letters, and we don't have to be adults to do it. Kids need to get more involved, and they want to be more involved. That's what really inspired me. Like when I found out how much they wanted to become a part of that process, it was easy to keep going. And so each school that I moved to, I tried to bring this program to students who want to write, who are struggling writers. They start off struggling, but they don't end struggling. And,
that's the goal. That's the result. Results, right?
Results. For 2 years straight, students have their letters are actually in the hands of policymakers.
And right quick, drop some names for me. Who was involved with you? Who helped you? What's some person you could call right now and you know for a fact that they got your back with this whole program? Drop some names for me.
So with results.org, there's a whole team.
We don't want to leave nobody out, but just give me a few.
There's a whole team. Meredith Dodson, Christy Martino, and Jocelyn are the spearheaders of this group called Experts on Poverty. So what we do
shout out to those ladies, man.
Shout out to you guys. You guys are amazing. And this work, beyond Results really started with my grandfather and my dad, because we did a lot of political work in the Lower Ninth Ward community.
Talk about it.
We are really passionate about providing political awareness to impoverished communities. And Experts on Poverty is centered around that. We travel from state to state to train ordinary citizens on how to use their story to really promote change and foster a positive future for our kids. So if you have experienced poverty on any levels, if you receive SNAP benefits, if you receive government issues, that government support, that does not mean you do not have a voice. You are the voice the government needs to hear. You need to be speaking to them on a consistent basis to let them know how you are affected about legislation that come down through the pipeline, and how you can be a force to change the things that are plaguing our community, such as violence and homelessness and poverty as a whole.
I mean, I'm sitting here right now and I'm getting inspired.
I hope so, because when I think about our kids and I think about the passion that they have and what they use their passions for, if we can transition that into changing, switch their game up a little bit and give them that power, showing them that they do have that power of the pen. And the pen is what's going to bring them to the next grade level. But the pen can also bring them into the next great life experience.
And I'm glad you said that, because when you're talking about using a pen, it first of all has to come from up here. So we're really strengthening minds by doing this program right here. Ms. TORREGANO, I have to just tell you personally, I love what you're doing. I appreciate you so much. I see you every day, and I know you straight up A1 around here. So I'm glad you pulled me to the side. Let me know what's going on. You know what's going on at LGST. I need you to do me one more favor. Hold that mic with your left hand. Hold up that right hand and give him the L and tell them people one love.
One love.